Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Rashida. I'm Rashida's on the Loose, and I am here with our first live of 2022. I keep forgetting what year it is, so if I say the wrong year in this video, let me know. Also, let me know how the sound is because I had some technical issues a minute ago because every time I go live, we got a little something technical going on. If you're new here to my channel, I am Shida from She's on the Loose, and I talk about career breaks and grown-up gap years and living your best life and leaving jobs that don't deserve you and just being, overly awesome, being you. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. We are talking about the no spend challenge that we talked about in November and updates. So if you're here right now, or if you're watching the replay, drop in the comments whether you've already joined the No Spend Challenge. No judgment either way. I know there are a ton of great reasons for not doing it. But if you are there, let me know if you signed up. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. I want to see who's here. Hey, Abba is one of our regulars is in Mexico City right now. So, hey girl, hey. Okay, so updates. I want to tell y'all, Yolanda's not spending, but she ain't say whether she joined the challenge or not. Are you with us? I don't really remember. I don't remember whether you joined. Okay, I want to tell you guys how it's going for me, and I also wanted to hear from you guys how it's going for you. I see somebody in the chat who gave her notice at her job the other day. She told them she's not coming back anymore. I'm not going to name names here because I didn't see her say it publicly, but she gave, I think, a verbal notice that she wasn't coming back no more. So congratulations to you. You know who you are. Quit them jobs. Adelia's in. Claudia didn't sign up yet. Let me drop you guys the link to sign up if you haven't signed up already. You would think, oh no, it's right here. If you haven't already signed up for the challenge, you can sign up by going here. Is where to sing up for a challenge. For the challenge. All right. Ava says, I'm in and not spending, but I need some groceries. So let's talk about what I am doing on my no spend challenge to give you an idea of maybe some of the rules you want to live with for yourself. If you're in the challenge already, you got an email and an invitation to join a Facebook group. And in the group, we've been talking every day about what we're doing, how we're progressing. But in the email, I think I provided some of the rules that I'm living by. Oh, Halisi gave notice on Monday. That wasn't who I was talking about because I didn't know she did that. But y'all, if y'all quit your job, show up here and tell me because I'm here to celebrate you. She doesn't think she would have without this community. Yay, quit that job. If you're not happy, quit that job. It's a great resignation. Why not you? Why not you? Right? If you hate them people, leave them. They don't love you. They're never going to love you. They're never going to treat you right. Quit that job. Okay, back to spending and the rules. Okay, so for me, I am not eating out. Already broke that rule. Not buying anything that I don't need in this month. So, for example, there's a course I want to take in February, but I didn't sign up in December when I meant to. And so I can't sign up in January because it's not a January. If it was a January course, I could sign up in January, and I wanted to take it. It's a Spanish course. It's about time that I take like a comprehensive Spanish course. So if I can sign up in the beginning of February, like February 1st for it, I'm going to do that and then take the course that starts in like early February. So fingers crossed that I can do that. So if I don't need it, even if I want it, and I need to sign up by a certain date, if it isn't happening in this month, I'm not buying it. Not eating out. I am buying groceries. I'm buying a lot of groceries. And those are the basic rules for me. So if I don't need it, I'm not buying it. There are a couple of things that are weird for me in there. So I'm not getting the pedicures I used to get every other week. I wasn't home in December. So I told my lady, because I knew I was going to do this challenge, that I was like, I'll let you know when I'm back. And I'm not going to let her know that I'm back until February. And then we can start starting this again. My cleaning lady here in Mexico City, because um, there's a lot of labor, there's a lot of people who need work, but there's also people who are really good are in high demand. And so my cleaning lady is really, really, I love her. If I could give her a key to my apartment, if I could easily get her in and out of my apartment and give her like free access, I would, but it's weird here, so I can't do that. Trust her, love her, amazing. Um, while I was gone in December, I still paid her for December. In January, if I don't pay her, she's going to go work for somebody else. She'll find work, easily find work working for someone else. And so even though I don't need to pay to have my house cleaned, I need to pay if I want to keep this cleaning lady, and I do. So I have her come, I'm still having her come every week, and that's $25 a week. So that is one thing that's kind of, like it doesn't really fit into kind of a general rule of a spending challenge. So if you guys have things like that in your life that might not make it, like saying I'm doing a no spend challenge, but I'm paying for a cleaning lady, on the surface might, create some questions. And you might have things in your life that would create questions on the surface as well. But it's your challenge, right? Like you do whatever you want. Like this is your life. So definitely make sure you've set up a set of rules for yourself and you're living by them. You're living by your own rules, right? One of the things that I really want to do this year is keep the promises I make to myself. That is like my mantra to myself. And so I'm keeping the promises I make to myself. Part of that is a no spend challenge and doing that with this community because I love doing things with you guys. It makes it like, I can't forget that I'm doing a challenge. Excuse me. Although I forgot on, hold on. Sound like a turtle. I forgot that I was doing a challenge when I ordered groceries. The second of the third times I've ordered groceries, over 3 times I've ordered groceries this week, but I forgot and I ordered some hangers because I need hangers to reorganize my closet. I have more clothes than hangers, but do I need them this month? I don't need them this month. I can wait to do that. Like I can just fold stuff up, put it away, and get the hangers later. And so that's my plan. I haven't done it yet, so those clothes are still in the pile. It's just a pile of clothes. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I would fold them for January, and then in February I would buy new hangers, and I'll be great. It'll be great. But for now, it's really just a pile of clothes. I unpacked though. I got back on the 1st, and I unpacked my suitcases by the 4th, I think. So record time. We're doing good. Yolanda put hangers on our list for February, which reminds me, what I'm doing, if I see something I want, this is not about depriving yourself. It's not about saying like, I can't have things. It's about like, what is the least amount of things you can buy in January? And then like, I put the things I'm not buying, I'm putting on a list, right? And in February, I look at the list and say, do I still want these things, right? Do I still need 50 hangers? I will. I got a lot of clothes. Yes. Will I still need the hangers? Are there other options? So I'm going to be looking at that. So I have a few things on my list. Let me see what's on the list. And I can share that with y'all. Let me see. I have 2 different notes tabs. Okay. The list is called Things I Realized I Wanted During No Spend January. And on my list right now is another humidifier because it's really dry here and I have a small one that I have to put water in every like 12 hours and it's not cutting it. Spices. I literally have salt and pepper in my house. And a Mexican herb that I'd never epazote that I'd never seen before, so I got it just to see. It doesn't really do much when you're cooking. So spices are on my list, but I don't need spices to get through January, so no spices listed. Dryer balls, because I want to stop using as much fabric softener. I had Hide. We didn't talk about this, guys. I don't think so, but I got hives a couple of times in October. And it's not stress, y'all. I am the lowest stress person y'all know. Like, it's not stress. So I thought it might be something like something in the laundry. And so I'm trying to cut down on what I'm using. So I want to try dryer balls. My best friend had them. So when I was at her house in November, she uses them and they work just fine. I want an air purifier because the air here also, if you're sensitive to pollution and pollen, it can be kind of tough on you. And every year around this time, I'm like, so I want that. And there's a group here that I want to join, and I need to pay for that. So it's like a social club. International Women's Club is, I think, what it's called. Someone here will correct me. Someone knows what I'm talking about and will correct me if that was wrong. But I want to join them, and that's something I have to pay for, but I'm not paying for things I don't need until February. So, Adelia with the tip, balled up foil can work for dryer balls. I never knew that. So I'm going to try that. See, you wait long enough, you don't have to spend the money for the things on your list. That's the point of having a list. Maybe you'll learn something in the month. You don't need to buy it because your friend is here watching you on the internet and knows, just get some foil, girl. I have foil. I'm about to ball up foil after this when I'm doing my laundry. Yes. Abba says I need a space heater. Also, I'm just outside of Roma Norte. I need to find the nearest outdoor market. Okay. Abba, if you need space heaters, I have extra space heaters. So holler at me. You can find me online after this. And maybe I can get you because sometimes it can be, okay. Ooh, sometimes it can be hard to get space heaters here or at like reasonable prices. So if you're not here for a long time, I'm saying today because I don't need it's only me here and I have space heaters for 2 bedrooms. So at this point, if you'd like to borrow a space heater, Abba, holler at me. And what you looking for an outdoor market for? What you buying at this outdoor market? What are we doing? Groceries are okay. Okay. Miranda says, I keep forgetting I'm on a budget. I have to keep reminding myself when I have an urge to buy something I don't need, but I have bigger goals. Yes. So that's a great reminder. In the group, we were talking about what our goals are. And for a lot of the people who joined the No Spend Challenge and joined the No Spend Facebook group, where we're having conversations regularly, a lot of their goals are moving abroad. And so it's like, how can I spend less to move abroad? How can I acquire less so I don't have to declutter more in the future in my journey to move abroad? How can I invest more? So one, I think it's Phaedra, but it might not be Phaedra. I can't tell. Is the goal to save or invest extra money by January 30th? Everybody's goal is different. My goal is to kind of get an idea of what my baseline budget is, right? I can look at my expenses and say, I need this stuff, right? Like I spent this much in December, I spent that much in November, and I can look at things and say I didn't need this or I did need this. But like for when I usually get my groceries by ordering them. But did I order something extra? Like, did I order alcohol in that grocery run? That wasn't a need, right? This time when I was trying to order hangers, it was $25 worth. It was a lot of hangers, but it was like those nice velvet black ones. It's lovely. I didn't like looking at my budget a couple months from now. I wouldn't remember that I had hangers in that grocery purchase. I would think it was just groceries. So the point for me is to kind of like have a really bare bones budget to know what is it that like what is the least amount I can spend and to kind of recalibrate my budget because I've been spending outside doing things and so I'm not spending to see what's the least amount I can spend, and then whatever money I have left over I will save, invest, do something with. I haven't made a plan for that because it's not so much about the leftover money as it is for me this month about figuring out like what is the least you can spend. For some people it is about investing more. So for some people it is about saving more. For me it's just like what is the minimum, because some of these last months I was looking at like, girl, what are these numbers? And some of them had like big things. Like I paid for a bunch of courses last year. Um, I looked at my travel budget and I was like, what happened? But then I remembered that I paid for like a big chunk of Antarctica at the same time. And so, it's hard to look at past numbers and really know what was going on. January is going to be like my truth moving forward. And I hope it is for a lot of you. Okay, let's see. Yolanda's saving to invest in land. Yay. Yay, yay. All right. Adelia is telling Abba where to find markets. What else is going on in the comments? Adelia asked if anyone is using free cycle no spend groups. I haven't done that yet. And I just don't know. Like, I'd have to see what's available in Mexico City because people in Mexico City can be kind of weird about stuff sometimes. Like, sometimes you see them, I know we're talking about free things, but you see them price things and it's like, that's not what that would cost new. Like, why are you trying to sell that at that price? So there's a little bit of like trying to get over in some of the groups that I see, and I don't like it. Let's see. Yolanda needs to pay the Orkin guy. Wait, let me see. I think. Yes, Frances said it, so I can say it now. She said it in the comments, so I can say it out loud. Frances Benjamin gave her verbal notice on Friday, told that job, bye-bye, and she's going to take a break, and she's going to be exploring the world as much as we can explore the world right now. So, yay, congratulations, Frances. I didn't want to put you on blast. I'm good at putting people on blast, but I knew that I hadn't seen that publicly, only in a small group. Okay. Okay, so that's what's going on with me and my spending. Let me tell you guys what I've actually spent money on so far. I'm also like, okay, so I was gonna go on an island adventure in February, and I am not going, I don't think. We're gonna see for two reasons. One, I haven't bought a ticket yet, and I don't need to go on an island adventure. So yeah, so I probably not gonna happen. Number two, after traveling in January, like December and January, I'm feeling a whole lot of sit down in my spirit. Like the challenges really weren't worth it to me. So I probably won't be going anywhere for a while. If you guys know, you guys have heard that Exodus Summit is doing something in Turkey in April. And the other day I was talking to Stephanie and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to Turkey. Of course, she gave me that look like, what are you talking about? Because it wasn't an Exodus thing until I said, let's make it an Exodus thing. And now that I've said that, I'm like, I don't know. Adelia just posted about how travel is hard. Can you send a link? Can you drop a link? You can drop links in here, Adelia, I think. Drop a link to your latest video when you went live talking about your travel mistakes. Because there's a lot of things you need to know. I was in the airport and they were like, to get back to the US, you need a PCR test. And I was like, no, you don't. Like that might have just been a mistake that you said the wrong thing. But my flight's in 4 hours. I don't have a PCR test. I need an antigen test. Let's go. Like, let's move ahead with that. Don't say things that aren't true. Okay. So yeah. Glass Half Full says she's now using an app to track my spending. I use mint.com to track my spending. I've used it for, I think, since I first started doing it. Since I first started, at least a decade more. So I have a decade's worth of transactions and spending and budgeting in Mint. So I think it's been pretty hard to get me to a new tracking platform, because also they can import my info, my data, but Mint Mint is like a therapist that you've been for me that like has been with you forever, where they're like, girl, I know all your secrets. Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? Like, we go together for life. So I definitely use mint.com to track, and it's really easy because I can go in there and be like, if I need to see how much something cost, but I don't remember what card I charged it on, because I charge almost everything to cards. I can go in and like Mint has everything in one place. So I can see, okay, it was on this card and it cost this much. Actually, the other day I needed to know what card I charged something on, and I couldn't, like, I just went to Mint and Mint told me this is the card you charged this thing on. And I was like, good. Okay. VE says, you need a budget, and having several accounts have saved my financial life. Adelia says you should be able to export from Mint in Excel sheet. And I should. I don't really want to. Yeah, like I'm keeping it simple. It's free and it works. Exporting 10 plus years of data to another platform. I think if they paid me, hey, y'all out there, if y'all want to pay me to use your tracking software, I might consider it, but otherwise, I'm gonna be over here with Mint, chilling. Okay. Let's see. I was a part of this past Exodus Summit. How can I receive information for a Turkey meetup? Adelia dropped a link to the meetup group. If you guys want to join us in Antalya, Turkey, you can join us there. We are not planning a trip. We are not planning a trip. This is not a planned adventure. It is us being all in the same place at the same time. Y'all gonna have to be really independent. If you are not an independent type of traveler, in that you need someone to give you an itinerary, this is not for you, because I am not doing itineraries. Stephanie's not doing itineraries. Someone else in the group might want to do an itinerary. Great for y'all. Exodus Summit is not involved with creating itineraries, creating anything. We are not picking hotels for you to stay, except for places where we are going to eat together, because we won't eat together. We won't eat. If there's one thing we're going to do, we're going to eat, except for the places where we're going to eat together. We're not telling you about restaurants. It truly is, we want to go to Turkey. If y'all want to go to Turkey too, meet up with us. Ta-da! But yes, you don't have to have been involved in any summit to go there. It is for Black women only. If you do not identify as a Black woman, you shouldn't come. If you want to bring someone with you that does not identify as a Black woman, you shouldn't bring them. I mean, your kids, your man, none of them. They're not invited. Sorry. Like, we're not doing a lot of, okay, they can come to Turkey. They can't come to our events, right? Make sense? We're not having children-friendly events. We're also not going to be together all day, any of the days. So if you want to bring them, and maybe a bunch of y'all can talk together, because we have a Facebook group, a bunch of y'all can talk together in the Facebook group, and one of you is bringing a teenager who can babysit children while we're all at dinner, that's fine. That's none of my business. But if you bring children to the event, y'all all gonna have to turn around and leave. If you bring your man to the event, if he identifies as a man, he is not welcome at our events. Nothing personal, but these are Black women only events. If you identify as a Black woman, come through. Don't try to bring nobody that does not. We will tell you at the door. No surprises. No surprises. No surprises here. Y'all know the deal. All of our events are the same things. Y'all know the deal. It's Black woman only. You want to be in Turkey with your man? Fine. He can go to dinner without us, because we're going to be together, right? Love it. All right. I think I wasn't even planning on talking about Turkey, but since someone asked, that was that. Okay, Adelia shared her travel mistakes video. Oh, I was going to tell you before the sidebar. I was going to tell you about what I've paid so far. I've paid 200 pesos for my electric bill. That is about $10. It's 2 months of electricity. October, the bill came out in December, so I think it's part of November, part of October, all of November, part of December. I think is how that works. I don't know. Oh, actually, is it here? It's not right here. I don't know what. Listen, it's 2 months and it's $10. It's less than $10 because I have like a $1.50 credit for next month because I couldn't get change out of the machine that day. It's $10 for 2 months of electricity. I don't really need to know the dates. It's fine. It's fine. I'll give y'all money. If it's what you want, it's okay. And I mentioned earlier, 500 pesos for cleaning. And so that is around $25. I bought groceries 3 times. I was gone in December and the last week of November. So I literally had no food. Stephanie's not allowed to speak right now. No comments. I have multiple bags of plantain chips. But I didn't have anything like fresh in my house. So I had to buy fresh groceries. So I have 3 times. It was about $50 twice and $60 one time. So that's $160 I spent on groceries in the first few days of the month. Y'all know I eat. Y'all know I eat. So that should not be a surprise for you. Okay. Fun fact, because I like to do Whole30 every once in a while. I like to cut out I have a few autoimmune issues that are triggered by foods, different kinds of foods. Like I should never eat corn. And y'all know I love tacos, so I do eat corn. Gluten's not good for me. Dairy is not good for me. But generally throughout the year, I eat them because they're delicious, right? Like they taste good. And so I eat them. But every once in a while, I'll do some kind of cleansy thing. Not like a real cleanse, but like something. I don't want to call it a diet because it's not really a diet. That where I cut out all of those foods. So this month it's Whole30, and this works out really, really well. I'm gonna tell you why. It works out really well with the spending challenge because the hardest part of doing, if you've done Whole30 before, you know this. The hardest part is eating out. Like the hardest part is going to a restaurant and being like, okay, it can't have any grains at all. It can't have sugar. There can be no alcohol. There's no like you're just eating fresh fruits and vegetables, right? And some meat, right? And so I do it because it's pretty much since it's hard to eat out. I'm doing it now because I'm not eating out now. I ate out last night because it was sponsored by a friend, a lady friend, not a man. I'm dating in 2022. I'm putting this out there to all y'all. I'm dating in 2022. Just not yet. It's just not yet. But yes, I went to dinner, but somebody else paid, which I think is breaking the rules, but I'm going to eat. If the food is on the table, I'm going to eat. If we leave the house, I'm going to eat. And so we ate. It was good. My food definitely had sugar and alcohol in it. So I cheated a little bit. I did it anyway. One of the reason some people do Whole30 for a number of different reasons. It helps some people lose weight. Some people get really like clear skin from it. Me, it helps me sleep so well. When I cut out all of the irritants, all of the sugar, when I'm eating, like Asia said, water and air is truly all my body wants. Like water and air are the only things that it's like, yes, this is fine. I will accept this. But when I am eating Whole30 and I've cut out all of the irritants and everything on the list, my head hits the pillow. I am asleep. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, who want to run a marathon? What are we doing? What are we doing today? Let's do some things. Let's do it. Like I wake up with so much energy. I go to sleep so easily. And so even though I don't do it all the time, because I like the taste of the foods I shouldn't eat, when I do it, I see a lot of benefits to it. So I'm doing Whole30. this month, because it's going to be easier because I'm not planning on eating out, right? I had someone at my place the other day here, and I was like, you should have a drink. And they were like, you should have one too. And I was like, no, because I'm on Whole30 and I can't drink alcohol on Whole30. So there are those challenges. Like if you want to be social, it's really hard. It's really hard to be social in the way that a lot of us are social, which is eating and drinking when you're doing Whole30. But Omicron is out there running around. I ain't going outside. Like not as much as I normally would. So I'm not going to be going outside much. I'm not going to be eating out much because I'm not spending my money. So I'll be in the house. I will not be. I'll be. My fridge is basically like roasted chicken, fruits, vegetables, and my freezer. Always. I always got like 3 bags of jumbo shrimp in my freezer. Always. So my shrimp has like my freezer has shrimp and salmon in there, but I can, and those are things that I can eat when I'm doing Whole30. So yes. So Stephanie DK says, I'm eating my pantry this month. My meals are getting more and more interesting. Yes. I do that at my mama's house once. I'll tell y'all why. She's not going to love that I'm telling you guys this, but I'm going to tell y'all this because some of y'all probably need to do it too. I went to her pantry. I started looking at the expiration dates of things. And I was like, beloved, we're not living like this. We are not living like this. I don't want this for any of us. If y'all go to your pantry, like if this thing is expired, some things were expired like 10 years ago. She's gonna kill me for saying this. Y'all, all of us need to look at her. And when I lived in America, it was the same thing. Like because you have things and you don't use them, and you don't think about them, and they're in the back, and they're still in the back, and then you move, you throw everything in a box, they go to the next place, and they're still in the back. And anyway, so I threw away a bunch of stuff, and she had feelings like, what are you doing? Pretty much, you don't even live here. Like, how are you here throwing away stuff? You don't even. I was like, this is dead. Like, if there were nutrients in this, they died decades ago. We're gonna throw the stuff away. So I threw away all of the really old stuff, and then stuff that was like expired in the last like 9 months. I put on her table, and I was like, those are not going back in the pantry. You can eat them or you can throw them away. And so she ate through a few things. Some things got thrown away. Some things are still on the table. But yeah, I was like, I can't. That's why you shouldn't let me in your house. I wouldn't do that for everybody, but I was living there for a while. Look at her. Stop putting my business in the streets. I can't. I love you. It's because I love you. It's because I want everyone to do this too. It didn't have to be 10 years. Like there wasn't like a lot of 10. It was like there was like 1 bag of nuts that I was like, these don't even smell right. And they are expired. But so you know those things that you get at like a fair, and if you don't eat them, it has like, it's the memory, right? Like, oh, I went to that place and I got this here. And so you take it with you? No, baby. Not when it's food. We're not doing this anymore. So yes, go to your pantries this month. All of us. Even if you're not doing a no spend challenge, go to your pantry and see what's in there. Eat it, right? Like eat it. If you bought it, eat it. And then get some new stuff. Eat through your pantry first instead of always buying new stuff. I love you, mommy. Yeah, no, a lot of us have stuff that is expired. I can admit that I like to save nice things. And so last year I bought some chocolates that were like holiday chocolates. But they were really nice. Like it's a kind of chocolate that we like. It's a Bailey's filled chocolate. But for the holidays, they fill them with different types of liquor. You can usually get them in like with Bailey's or tequila inside. It's this Turin chocolate. And they had different types. Those are still in the back of my cabinet because I don't want to eat them because they're special. But I looked at them every day and I was like, those are at least a year old. Like I've been saving them because they're special. I opened them and I ate some last holidays when my mom was here. But since she's left, I have not eaten them. And they're back in the cabinet. And so I need to I can't eat them this month, but I can either eat them or toss them because it's a year old chocolate. Like, is it going to be good? Probably, because it was really, like, those were really, really good and they're wrapped up. So they're probably still good, but we'll find out. So I'm saying this to say that I am not immune. I love to save nice things for a special moment, but we're not doing that in 2022. We are using our things. If we have it and it's ours, we are using it, right? We are using it. Adelia says she will take one for the team and eat the chocolate. She will. Next time she comes over, I will. I'll break out the chocolate, just not in January. Letitia says, I did cupboard cooking last month to clear out my vegetables. My vegan staples for this month, I gave away the stuff I didn't finish. One Phaedra says, don't save them so long they go bad. That is me. Or I'll save something, like all kinds of things. And then I'm like, number one, I don't want it anymore, right? Or it's gone bad, like a face cream or something. It's gone bad, like a sample. I get all these samples and I'm like, I'm gonna save this for later, like a sample of like La Mer or something really nice. I'm like, I'm gonna save it for later. And then I'm looking at the sample like 2 years later. Like, what? Why did I save a face cream sample for 2 years? Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I don't know what this has to do with the no spend challenge, but this is where we got to today. So this is where we are. Let's see. Halisi says the notion of saving for good has made us hoarders. Yes, I'm trying to get better at using the things I have and not getting new things while I have things. So eating through the cupboard, paying attention to what's in the freezer, that kind of stuff. Let's see. BE has 5 bottles of ketchup. Ketchup's not my problem. Bags of shrimp. Frozen shrimp. Woo! Frozen jumbo shrimp is my problem. You get in my freezer. That's what's in there, but not ketchup. Okay. Elisa says she found 10-year-old Bliss Spa samples in her house. Yeah, I saved those sample. How long do you save refrigerated olives or relish or pickles? There should be a date on the bottle. There should be a date there telling you when to get rid of it. I don't know. I don't have relish or olives or pickles in my house, so I don't know. Question from Kiki Jefferson. How do you get used to wearing last season's fashions? Except for my only concern about clothes is weather appropriateness. Like, I'm not going to wear sweats in June, but other than that, like, if you mean last season, like it is out of style, the things that are my body tells me when something's out of style. Like, I can no longer wear, you remember those super low rise jeans we were wearing back in like 96, 97, 98? I can't wear those anymore because the ones I have can't fit me. And I'm not going to buy new ones because I'm not a fool, right? So, yeah, no, if it fits me and it's in my closet, I'm going to find a way to wear it. I don't care about it being a prior season's fashion. So I love clothes. I love to buy clothes. I love to wear clothes. But what I notice about myself is that when I leave the house, I tend to wear, like, what is the most comfortable version of this outfit I could wear? Like, besides leaving the house in sweats, which I will do. Besides, like, what's going to feel like sweats? And so I have a lot of clothes that I end up not wearing because I don't feel like sweats. And so I'm trying to get better about that, about like wearing the nice things, right? We talked about that, like using your good things. So wearing the nice things, and not buying things that aren't comfortable, because I'm not that person. I'm truly not that person. I want to wear sweatpants. Like, I want to actually wear a robe all day. At my old job, I went to work in something that was like the closest thing I had to a robe. I can't remember what it was, but I remember being like, this feels like I'm wearing a robe. I will wear it to work. And it's like, it's not a, but like, it's probably like a big sweater. It's probably like a long, big sweater over something. I was like, this is what I shall wear because it feels like I'm wearing a robe. And I want to, if I got to show up, if I got to take this, then it was probably like my commutes were 2 hours at one point, and then it was 45 minutes at one point. That was probably during the 45-minute phase. Yeah, if I got to commute to come see you and I'm not on my couch, y'all gonna get this robe like fashion and deal with it. Okay. Asia says Mexico's humbled me with the fashion because I sweat everything out. Also, sometimes the city you're in plays a big role. Like Mexico City is generally like where I go and what I do is usually really chill. Like I'm going to coffee shops in the day. I'm not wearing heels, right? Like frequently I send photos to Adelia and I'm like, I want this. She'll write of clothes, like an ad or something, or someone wearing something. And because I know what she's going to say, which is the thing I need to hear, which is, where are you going in it? Like there's nowhere, we go to the grocery store, right? I go to Costco, we go to coffee shops to work, and I sit on the couch, especially in this pandemonium. Like I'm not, where are you going? Yesterday, the other day, it was like a cut out leather. Here's where it went wrong. It was a faux leather dress with cutouts and like a twist in the front. It was this brown. It was gorgeous, but it was faux leather and it was like $700. For $700, you need to kill a cow. Like for my I know some of y'all are not gonna like that, but for my $700, y'all need to have killed a cow. I'm not. There's no other way. There's just no other way. I was like, it's faux leather for that price? No, baby, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So I'm trying to get better at buying clothes for the life I live, right? Like I like to be really comfortable at home. So I like really nice fabrics. Like give me like really comfortable fabrics I can chill on the couch in. I'm still wearing pajama pants right now. I'm wearing a dress up top and pajama pants below. I like to be comfortable. But my eye is drawn to like really bright prints and really colorful things. And that's not usually like chill at home fabric. So I have some conflicts in my closet. But Hermes Addict says, her animal print items were a bad idea. You can slide them on to somebody else, hon, because we out here, I love an animal print, right? Like somebody, if you don't want it, somebody will buy it. Get you a Poshmark account if you don't already have one. Somebody will buy that animal print from you if you don't want it. And don't want to be one of those. If it's one of those bags, don't go to Poshmark. Talk to me. Shoot me a message. But no, we all have different requirements, different things we want to spend money on. And that's why a no spend challenge is extremely personal. Like you can spend it on whatever you want and you don't spend it on things you don't want. And you also don't have to explain your spending to anyone else. Like my basic rule is, unless you're putting in on this, don't ask me shit. Like, don't ask me about anything unless you have opened your wallet. Thank you. Let's see. I think Jeanette asked about the challenge. Okay. How do you stay motivated for no spend? Mr. Jeanette's first question, which was, I plan on doing it for 30 days. So the only way to know what I actually needed to spend in 30 days is to do it. So there's no, like I said, in the very beginning, I forgot. Talking to you guys helps remind me that I'm doing this. And so that's why I honestly, like, that's one of the reasons I created a community. Like, if I'm going to do it, let's do it together. You guys can help, but like, we can all stay motivated together. So Jeanette, the group helps. I'm sending emails out to remind people, and we're talking about what we're spending, what we're not spending. The more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, which is why it's a great time to do this. Like if you want to lower your expenses in 2022, which starting off the year with a no spend challenge is a really great way, because you get in the habit of just like thinking about these expenditures. Do you actually need it, or do you just want it? So wants are not happening for me in January. It has to be a need, and it has to be like an immediate need. It has to be a need that I need before January is over. So is a January no spend challenge or a 2022 no spend challenge? It's a January no spend challenge for me. I might keep the group open a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I might do another one this year. I'm not sure. But if you do it and you like it and you want to keep it going, you can keep it going as long as you want. I just know I don't have the bandwidth to keep hosting it all year and to keep like sending out emails about it all year. Maybe if y'all don't require emails, we can keep the group going for a couple of months. Maybe we'll see if we get it active and we keep it going and you guys want to actually keep doing it. But I know that we can't no spend forever, right? And so there doesn't have to be an end date. I've done this for a year, but it was like a low spend. When you're doing it for a year, it becomes like a low spend. Like, I am going to travel, so at some point I'm going to buy a plane ticket. Do I need the plane ticket? No. But like, I'm not going to not travel. I might rethink where I'm traveling so that my expenses are lower, right? I'm not going to, back in the day, not now, because these are the first time I've gotten braids, which are already looking a little loose hairs. I'm at the who gonna take these out stage of braids. You know, you get them when they're new and you're really excited, and then you're like, as they get a little fuzzier, you're like, I should think about taking them out. But it's also like, but who gonna do that? Because that's a lot of work. That's where I am right now. Anyway, like I was saying, so back when I was doing a low spend year, I wasn't not going to get my hair done, right? But I might get it done less frequently or not. You know what I mean? Like, so there were ways to get around it. But we'll see. All right. Hermes Addict says, I'm really bad at no spend. I give myself unreasonable exemptions. I got to try. You got to try. Try it one time. See what happens. Let's see. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Thank you for the compliment about the braids. Yeah, no, I'm truly at the like, if I tell Adelia to come over so we can hang out, can I trick her into helping me take these braids out? I'll have chocolate. I'll have wine. I'll have TV. I'll be here talking about how much I'd like some help to do it. Like, she'll know it's a con, right? She'll know it's pure trickery. But can I get her to help me? Because that's a lot of work. All right. Let's see. Joan loves taking braids out. Next question, is Joan human? J.W. Hardy. You love it? I don't know. I'm not judging you. We all love different things. But yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, I know, Adelia, I know you will know that it's a con. I know this. If I say to you, Adelia, in the next month, hey, you want to come over and hang out? No. You got to ask some questions. If you don't ask questions, it's on you. Definitely. All right. Okay, so I came back. Mom and I came back here on January 1st. Mom went back to Florida on January 1st. It's January 9th. She's already been in Playa del Carmen and Cozumel. And I think today she's on her way to Tulum, or she's going. Could y'all tell my mama to sit down? And she's not done with Mexico. Oh, I'm not gonna put her business. I put the past business in the streets. I'm not gonna put the future business in the streets. But she's not done with Mexico. So if y'all could ask her to kindly sit down somewhere, that'd be great. Because No. All right. Is Exodus doing anything in Mexico City this year? Planning 2 trips there and San Miguel. So I talked to Stephanie the other day about not necessarily meetups, because we talked about doing Turkey, but about an actual trip. And we're just not sure about planning travel. Like, okay, so Stephanie thought COVID was going to be over by now when we started talking about Turkey. Like, she was like, she is an optimist about whenever I talk to her, she's optimistic about the end of this pandemic. I am not an optimist about the end of the pandemic. And so when she started talking about Turkey originally, I think she thought we would be in a different state where things were winding down. We are not. I don't think we're going to plan any more. We're not going to plan trips. Maybe another meetup. Who knows? We hadn't thought about Mexico City for that. Yeah, I guess we'll see how the Turkey meetup goes. It's a weird time to travel, right? So there are about 100 people in the Antalya meetup group right now, and of those 100, we don't know who's coming, right? Like, you don't have to commit any money ahead of time, right? You don't have to pay, like, you don't have to pay a deposit. You don't have to do anything. You just have to book your own stuff and come. And so there may be some expenses associated with the event, but we'll tell you about later on. But you don't have to go to anything. It's just because, like, if we're reserving restaurants for dinner, etc., there may be some expenses, and we are not hosting, right? So we all got to pay our own. So there may be some collection of funds for activities that we're doing together. But, like, that's a down the line thing. But because there is no, like, there's nothing that incentivizes you to, like, pay your deposit early or sign up and get this bonus we don't really know who's, and because these days a lot of things are refundable. We don't know who's going to be there until we actually get there. So we could go to Turkey and all 100 something people in the group could be there, or it could be 50 people or 20 people, or just Stephanie and I looking at each other, right? And Stephanie and I like to hang out. And so Stephanie and I, just being the two of us hanging out together for a week would not be a problem, but we probably wouldn't do another meetup this year, right? Like, if that's what happens, we're probably not going to do that again. We will have learned our lessons. So we don't have anything else planned in real life. We have, of course, we will do something in September virtually, some version of Exodus Summit. We have talked about that. I don't know if she shared that yesterday, but announcement. We're going to do some version of Exodus Summit online in September, but we don't know if we're going to do anything in person besides Turkey. Just because, like, travel's hard right now. Like I said, I told her, like, I ain't going. I don't think I'm going. I didn't say I'm not. I said I don't think I am. I'm going to go. I will be in Turkey. I just need it to be as easy as possible. Let's see. Okay, Angela, I asked for one thing from Angela. I asked for one thing from all of you, which was, don't tell mama to sit down. And you out here talking about she's living her best life. Tell my mama to sit down. Sit down. It's a pandemic. Sit down. But no, y'all never want to be on my side. Never on my side. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Never. Halisi asked, what lipstick are you wearing that doesn't leave a mark on the glass? The one I'm always wearing that I actually linked to in the description before this even started. That is Boss Lady by the Lip Bar, Black owned, beautiful. There is a little bit of lipstick, but not a lot. Not a lot. And it stays on all day. It doesn't lie. If you wear a mask, it smudges, but if you eat, you'll still have most of it on. When I eat, I still have most of it on after I eat, but when I wear a mask, it does end up as like a red circle around. So I wear lipstick, like bright, like I love reds, but as lipstick, but I'm wearing them more now on video than I think I have in the past, because I don't wear them when I leave the house. If I'm wearing a mask, I don't wear lipstick anymore. I haven't found a lipstick that doesn't give me like the red smudgy circle. If you guys know any, drop them in the comments. Let us know. Let the collective know what that magic lipstick is that is not smudging when you wear a mask, because it's not working for me. Okay, this I have received a text message from my mother, who knows I'm live and is watching this. What is she telling me? Oh, she has to go, but she likes the lipstick. Thank you, Mommy. Love you. Talk to you later. She's gonna go do her tour, or she already did her tour. She's going to the ruins and stuff. She's living her life, going to Tulum. If y'all are out in Tulum and on a yacht today, holler at my mama. Holler at me. I'll holler at my mama for you, unless you're already connected to her online. But she's out there living her best life. I would not be surprised if I saw a photo of her in a bikini on a yacht at some point on this vacation. Like, I don't. Nothing surprises me. She just living her best life. All right. Let's see. Okay. I feel like we've talked about the challenge. We've updated those of you who are in the challenge, told us what you're doing. I think we've done it today. I think we've done it today. I got to ease back into this a little easily. So a little less than an hour. I think we did it. If you have any questions, drop them real quick in the comments. I'm going to make a video about Antarctica. I'm going to make a video about Buenos Aires. I am going to do some more stuff. It just hasn't happened yet. So if you have Antarctica questions, I asked for them there's a community post. There's a post on my channel about what questions you have about Antarctica. And I have not forgotten you. I will answer all of those questions. And I will talk about how I planned the trip, etc., in a video that is not this video, because I wanted to do it all in one video, and then Adelia reminded me that could be hours long, and I don't want to do an hours long like pre-recorded video, so it might be multiple videos, but that is going to happen. Oh, Halisa said time for another get your next 3 clients challenge. It is, and I don't know if I have that link on this computer. Let me see. 3. Oh, let's try clients. Nope, not on this computer. Let's see, challenge. Okay, nope, I have Stephanie's 5-day challenge. Oh, no, here it is. Boom. Okay. Stephanie and I, as part of Exodus Summit, do a get your next 3 clients challenge. And the point of that is to, I hope this link still works. Someone will tell me, hi, Anissa. Hi, Colette. If you have like a coaching business or an online business that is not product-based, right? We don't work with product-based businesses at this point. But if you have a online business where you're selling your coaching or your labor in some way, we want to help you get clients. Because from a lot of people, what we hear is that money, right? Money is the thing that is holding them from a next step, whether that's moving abroad or taking a career break. Figuring out how to fund that can be the challenge. And so we have a Get Your Next 3 Clients challenge that we help you get your next 3 clients. And a bunch of people who are here have been through it and will tell you it's awesome and amazing. Awesome and amazing is the testimonial for the day. It's really helpful. When I do the work from Get Your Next 3 Clients, I see results. I don't always do it, but I definitely see results, and I see the clients when I do the work. So we help you kind of lay some groundwork, and it's a multi-day challenge. The number of days may change, so we'll see what happens there. We want to make it as efficient as possible for you guys. It got a little longer than we wanted it to be, so I'd like to shorten it up a bit so that you get the most in the least amount of time. All right. Angela would like an update on my cryptocurrency. Down bad, sis. Down bad. I looked at it this morning. When I first started buying Bitcoin specifically, Bitcoin was around 60, it was priced at about 60,000. And then I bought some at like 55 and in the 50s. It's down to 40. This morning I looked at it, it was 41. Down bad. Let me see what that's not helping me. Okay, so I have it on two platforms, Cash App and PayPal. Cash App isn't telling me how much I'm down right now. Let me see if I'm just not doing the right thing. No, it's at 42. It was at 41,000 this morning. It's at 42,000 something right now. Let me see if it'll tell me what no, Cash App isn't telling me how much I'm at. You go to PayPal, and the first thing on PayPal's screen is like, I'm sure it's really nice. If you bought low and it's gone high, it's like in the green, this is how much money you have. I open PayPal, it's like, you've lost $299. What you gonna do about that, sis? But I'm holding, I'm not worried about it. It will go back up. Hermes Addict just said that it'll go back up. When I buy an investment, I'm very much a set it and forget it person. I am going to just forget it and like it never happened. Oh, which reminds me, I am going to make a video about how my investments, how much they made last year without me doing anything. I am very much a mutual fund person. I don't want to do real estate. I don't want to do anything that requires labor from me as far as my investments go. So I'm going to give you an investment update soon. They did very, very well. Your girl is pleased. So I'll tell you about that soon. But the Bitcoin, literally it says my total gain is negative $299.89 on that's all the crypto I have on PayPal. And I have some Litecoin, some Bitcoin Cash, some Ethereum, and some Bitcoin, and it's all red and arrows going down and stuff. But yeah, crypto's all down. It'll come back up. And if it doesn't, I have spent more money on more foolish things, right? If I lose all this money, I have spent more money on more foolish things. It's fine. All right. Okay. So I think that's, okay. Abba, can you, I don't put my email on data. Stephanie knows this. I don't do that. But can you find me on Instagram or Facebook and message me there? And I'll tell you we'll talk about space heaters. Because I don't drop my email. Not that I don't want you guys emailing me, but if you email me and I'm not expecting it, the chances of replies goes down. I manage 4 different email inboxes. All right. Hermes Addict exempts Bitcoin from no spend. If you're considering Bitcoin an investment, I can see that. Like if you invest anyway, your investments aren't really spend. You could classify your investments as not part of your spending. Okay. All right. Ooh, shit. Did y'all catch that? There's some kind of transform or something just happened. So the power flickered in here, and it sounded like there might have been like a minor explosion outside. Minor explosion. Not my business. We're ending this. We're done anyway. That's a good reason to say goodbye. Whatever that was. Whatever that was. All right. I will talk to you guys next week about something. We'll talk about something. It won't be spending again. I'll have an update. Maybe we'll do a live Q&A about Antarctica. Probably not, because I don't know, but I'll have the other videos done in time. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Talk to you guys later. Hope you have a great week. If you haven't made your vision board yet, go ahead and make a vision board. go ahead and make a vision board. Stephanie has a vision board video that she did last week that I hope y'all can find because I don't know where it is. And then I made mine. It's my computer backdrop, and I figured out how to make it my Chrome backdrop. So if I'm in Chrome, I see it. If I'm in just on my computer, I see it. Make your vision board. I'm gonna put it on my phone too. I just gotta tilt everything to put it on my phone. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week, and let's kick 22's ass. Or just cruise through it. Those are your options. Well, we are winning one way or another. All right, bye, y'all.